Oh my Christ. I'm worried my ring light's gonna fall. But are you okay, everyone? Hi guys, it is Grace here, and today I'm going to be... Ew. Get out of my shot. Anyway, hi guys, it's Grace here, and today I'm going to be filming a really exciting video for all of you. So it's going to be makeup related, which I don't usually do because I'm not very good at makeup, but I really enjoy it, so I thought I would just film one anyway. So for today's video, I'm basically going to be filming a half drugstore versus a half high-end makeup. I think it'll be so good if I find some really good drugstore makeup and dupes that you guys can go out and buy yourselves. Drugstore and high-end. This is also going to be a sort of first impressions because all of the drugstore makeup that I'm going to be showing you guys is all like new stuff that I just bought and haven't tried yet. But I'm actually going to be starting off with a high-end product on both eyes. I'm sorry, I forgot to buy a eye primer, but I'm going to just try the eyeshadow eye potion from Urban Decay on both eyes because I forgot to buy one. Such disappointment. Okay, so for eyeshadow, this is actually quite a beefy choice for eyeshadow because all the packaging was like really battered, but I'm going to be trying the I Love Makeup palette against a Too Faced palette. Visual. If you don't know the beef between these brands, basically the I Heart Makeup brand copy a lot of Too Faced packaging. Too Faced came out with the Peaches palette, they come out with a peach palette. And obviously you guys can probably tell by their palettes, it's like a chocolate bar, they're copying Too Faced. Like their highlighter's the same as Too Faced, like the packaging and stuff. Like, it's pretty obvious they're trying to be like a drugstore Too Faced. Are you bantering me? So I've just opened my new palette, and you know it comes with these like annoying eyeshadow brushes. It's got colour on it, but it looks like no one's touched the eyeshadow, thank God. Oh, it really hurt my finger. Okay, so this is what they look like side by side. So it's pretty obvious. The drugstore one is at the top and then the Too Faced one is at the bottom. Oh my god, this is so creepy if you actually look at them. Oh my god. On the Too Faced, there is a sparkly green, which is there. And then here, there is a sparkly green. There is a matte peach shade with a bit of sparkle. Oh, that has the same thing. Then there's a sparkly peach shade. Oh, that has the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a literally complete copy. There is a gold shimmer. This one has a gold shimmer. There is a taupey brown. This one has a taupey brown. Ah! I can appreciate the fact that it's like a more affordable kind of Too Faced, but if I was like the owner of Too Faced, which obviously I'm not, I don't know if I would like that. Anyway, let's stop going on. So starting with the high-end side of my face, I'm going to be going in with the shade Pure, which is like a really nice light brown. And then I'm going to go in to the same shade on the other side of my eye. This eye, which is the drugstore side, is definitely taking a lot longer to blend out and isn't blending out as nicely, but it's definitely still very nicely pigmented. Okay, then going back onto this side of my face, I'm going to be using the Summer Yum shade and just using that on this part of my eyeball. And then going back in with the drugstore eye, just doing that with the same looking colour. I can't just get over this. Like, I can't get over it. And now I'm just going to go in with... I don't know what shade to go in with. I'm going to go into this one here, which is called Nectar, because the drugstore palette literally has the exact same shade. I wouldn't say that the drugstore palette looks bad at all, actually. I'd say it looks rather jolly. The colour pigmentation is amazing on the drugstore palette. The only thing I would say is it definitely took longer to blend. No shade of the brand. I do see where they're coming from. They probably want to like help people that can't afford Too Faced, but then I feel like, I don't know, so there's that. Okay, so for primer, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be using on the drugstore side the Maybelline New York New Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. So it's a pore eraser primer and it's going to be going against my favourite, the Professional Primer. Oh, it feels so nice on my skin. It's like a nice silky kind of formula. It is a little bit oily, I would say. but obviously we're going to see what it looks like when the foundation's on it. And then for the other side of my face, the Professional. I would definitely say the Professional feels a lot more thick, and this definitely feels a little bit more oily, so I'm just so buzzing. For foundation, I actually have the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation to try on this side of my face, and for the high end, Clinique Beyond Perfecting. So I'm really excited to try these out. To put this foundation on, I have my usual beauty blender, and then I also bought this makeup sponge from Superdrug. So I'm going to go and damp my beauty blenders and then I'll be back. Okay, so I feel this was expected, but the main difference is that this is a lot more hard and stiff than the beauty blender. So let's do the high-end version first, because I know how this is and stuff. So this is actually one of my faves. I absolutely love it. Now it is time for the Fit Me Maybelline. I'm so excited to try this out. I actually need to calm down, but when I squeezed this out, it had like black dots in it. Can you see those little black dots? I just got foundation on my camera. By the way guys, that was just bubbles, like it wasn't actual black dots, but I've never seen that before. So I think to give the foundation a fair chance, I'm actually going to go with my usual beauty blender just because it's just not working. I am really liking this foundation. I really like that foundation. I think it looks really nice actually. I don't own a high-end concealer, but I did buy the Maybelline Fit Me concealer to try on, and that concealer I really like, apart from it stinging my eyes a bit. So for powder, I am going to be testing the Laura Mercier against Bourjois loose powder. Okay, that took me too long to figure out, but it's a very fine powder. And then just chucking on my usual L'Oreal. So now I'm absolutely covered in powder. I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills on this side and the L'Oreal Brow Gel Paradise Pomade on this side. I'm now going in with the L'Oreal one. I would actually say that the L'Oreal pomade was a lot easier to work with than the Anastasia one, just because I think my Anastasia one might have dried out a bit, but the colours are literally the complete same. And I'd definitely say that is a really nice dupe if you don't want to go and splash out on the Anastasia one. Okay, so now that bake has been wiped off, I can't really tell a difference. I really like the look of that. Thumbs up. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Bourjois bronzing powder. I've always wanted to try this, and it's going to be going against the Tarte Pro to Glow palette in shade Chiseled. So we're going to see how those work out. I'm really excited for this. So first, the Drugstore side. I actually really like that. I feel like it's got a really nice colour to it. Yeah, I like that a lot actually. I just feel like they look so similar. Like, what even is the difference? I'm also just going to do a bit of eyeshadow underneath my eyeballs. So for contour, for the Drugstore side, I have the Sleek Face Contour Kit in the shade Light, because look how dark it looks on the packaging. I was like, that cannot be light. And then on the expensive side, I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. It doesn't look as dark on the packaging, which is good because that is just not light. Not too shabby at all. I quite like that. And then just taking the Kat Von D palette. Both look really nice. I'd actually just say that I do prefer the Kat Von D on this one, just because I feel like this looks a bit too streaky and muddy for my liking. So for mascara, I have on the Drugstore side the Collection Lengthening Mascara, and then on the high-end side, my favourite mascara, which is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Oh, that is such an ASMR. I mean, it's definitely not terrible. I wouldn't say it's like my favourite mascara in the whole world. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Sleek palette, the highlighter that it came with, which is right there, against the Kat Von D highlighters. So starting with the Drugstore. That's really nice. That girl, I'm glowing. And then going against the Kat Von D. Both are like really nice and pigmented. I'd recommend both, honestly. I'm going to use these two lipsticks because they literally look the exact same. So I'm going to use my favourite lipstick, which is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Ludwig, against the Collection Velvet Kiss in the shade Caramel Brown. This is a makeup up close. So this is the drugstore side and this is the high-end side. I don't know about you guys, but I think both sides look pretty good. Like, I don't think there's one side that I really am like, oh my god, this side looks so much better than this side. Like, this side was such a fail. Do you know what I mean? I think they both look pretty damn good. But that's just my opinion. So we're going to go and get my mum. Mum! 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 Obviously, I've done one face drugstore, one face high-end. Which side do you think is drugstore?
This side.
That side is high-end.
OMG.
OMG. This is my dad. Johnny, I've done half of my face using drugstore makeup, so cheap makeup, and half my face using really expensive makeup. Which half do you think is cheap and which half do you think is expensive?
Cheap, expensive.
Yeah, Johnny got it. Bye Johnny, bye Emma. Subscribe to my channel, check out my social medias, check out my main channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Toodles.